I was gonna say good morning. Might as well say good afternoon. It's like 3 minutes to noon. Finally got off my butt just a little bit ago and went out and cleared out the truck real quick. Just got all the stuff out. I'm not just gonna have it scrapped. And found a few things in there. I was like, actually, that's pretty cool. I did find my bill of sale thing for my red bike. So when I go to sell that, if I can get that sold, that takes care of my trip money basically. But while I was in my truck, I had some fun finding a couple things. So while at it, some people don't know this. Ugh. Yeah, a little bit nerdy, huh? What's nice is I can see. I'm farsighted, not nearsighted. That's crazy. It still trips me out that when I'm looking at the TV screen, I didn't realize actually how blurry it was until I did this. Like, okay, my eyes are getting bad. Yeah, tired. But while out there, I found a few other things while I was out there. I was like, you know what? I'm trying to keep myself distracted. Be a little bit more positive about things. Who's that? Oh. That's silver and that's gold. Okay. I used to get the beard oil things from oh god, one of the beard places. I can't remember what it's called. But that was my favorite one, the Ladies Man. And all because it smells like oranges. I like citrusy smells. And so it feels weird. Well, in there I ended up finding this guy. It was like my first ring that I ever made in jewelry class. It was hand carved first and then basically made the wax mold. But it's definitely a lunker. Not the nicest, but what's nice is I actually still remember the whole process of how to make jewelry that way. That was fun. I made a few things. But while I was out there, I totally forgot and didn't realize that I had these in my truck. And I'm going, you know what? Might as well bust them out real quick and oh. I was originally going to try and sell these. I ended up giving a couple to the market guy. But some of my photography. Let's go ahead and turn off the TV so you don't have to stare at that in the background. Yeah, you're looking at the screen now of the phone. But yeah. How can we do this? But yeah. That's not too bad, but there we go. One of my favorite places to go to was the Portland Grotto. Very quiet place to go to, peaceful, that type of stuff. But then again, it's a convent that's there. The same spot I have tried to get during like late spring, early summer when the cows are out. You would see them up in the pasture area right here near the water, and it's like I've wanted to get that picture for so long, but moved. Now these I was able to print myself. I have my own photo printers. I have two of them. I have a little one and then I have a bigger one that takes like 6 or 7 ink cartridges, and it does really great on the printing of the photos and stuff. But yeah, no. So yeah, I had given, I thought I'd give a couple, but I gave one to the market guy and all that, and because the market guy, he's still a good dude. I just don't know where I stand with different people, because the situation had been dealing with, and still somewhat dealing with, you know, more or less just on the residual aspects, and that's what I'm just trying to work past. I'm still dealing with a lot of the depression, and so I'm just trying to keep myself distracted to a degree and more positive, because I've been hitting my lows pretty quick and you know, here lately, and I really don't like that. So yeah, it's weird seeing myself with the glasses on. It's been a while. The last time I wore these, gosh, it's been a while since I really wore these, actually. It's kind of strange. Yeah. It's bad it's bad for me, because I spent a long time, even though I've had these for a while. Like, for a while. I mean, good old American flag. But it's just really weird for me, because normally my eyesight's fairly well. I'm not usually always looking at stuff up close anyways. So, like, when I'm looking at some of the stuff around here that's only a few feet away, it's just strange to watch it go from somewhat blurry to, like, nice and clear. I just have this thing about, I don't know, it's not about not liking glasses, I'd wear sunglasses a lot, so I just didn't like having to switch between sunglasses and regular glasses all the time. And because these are not, you know, they're not cheap, I get worried about ruining them and all that, because they're not cheap. As a kid, yeah, back in the 3rd grade, I had broke a couple pair back then, and man, no, were my parents pissed, but they were like $100 a pair. So that was back in the 90s, and this was, I got these like back in like 2016. And they were like a couple $100. So it's like, yeah, I get worried about that stuff. It's like, I don't want to scratch my glasses. It's just so weird. But I'm not used to seeing myself wearing glasses, okay? But yeah, no, I was gonna sell these and all that, but I might just give them away or something. We'll see. I know my brother Nate and them, one year or this last year, I think, I had got them, or I had gave them each one of my photos. Just kind of, yeah. Oh, that works better than the other way. So, not such a pain. No, I've been pushing myself to try and get out and go for a walk, but I'm still battling being a little bit on the, yeah, I'm still battling that bug. Thankfully, I don't feel like I've, you know, my back and my legs, my hips, and my butt cheeks were like, I had the crap beat out of them with a sledgehammer. It just sounds horrible saying it that way, but man, it wasn't like my whole body ached and felt like I got hit by a truck. It literally felt like I had been beat with a hammer, and it was just everywhere that there was a tumor in my body. It was hurting. So it's like, yeah, no. Gotten past that so far, you know, and after getting food in me, I broke down, took a couple ibuprofens, and that's been helping, but yeah. I might I'm trying to avoid not taking a nap. A lot of that has to do with, I think, just being bored. Also, because I slept a lot over the last few days, up until yesterday. So yeah, but no, it was fun finding those couple things out in the truck and grabbing them, like, you know, the ring and stuff. I was like, you know, it's not a perfect one. It's a lunky one. But I still remember the whole process of making that. If I was more of a perfectionist, it probably would have came out a lot better. But I'm not a perfectionist. I don't always like perfect, to be honest. Sometimes I like it when there's an error or a mistake, or, you know, it's just not perfect, because nothing's perfect in nature. And so that's just kind of the reminder to me. This actually used to be a really bright goldish color, but that's obviously the what do you call it, the patina or the oxidation, because this is a bronze. Intentionally put the nicks and everything, and just didn't want it to be like absolutely perfect. It says faith on it. But yeah. Definitely a knockout ring. Heavy motherfucker, but yeah. What's nice is when I made it, I intentionally made it so it's actually comfortable on my finger, because I really don't like rings too much. I can get real picky about it. That was one of the things I can admit. You know, yeah. I know my wife, when I was married, it irritated her, because it wasn't about not being faithful to the marriage. I don't like that feeling of something on my finger in that space there, and it gets annoying and irritating. So like when I found when I got this one, I had to make sure I had something that obviously wasn't just sized, but it didn't feel weird, like it wasn't pushing against the pinky and all that and this stuff here. So yeah, no, I still have my hopes, just not with that person. And yeah, I just happens, it happens. It don't. We'll just see how life goes, right? But no, I'm just one of those weird people. I just think they're weird, those silicone wedding ring things. I went and checked those things out one time, and I was like, might as well just wear a finger condom all the time. It's just like, it's like, no, that's not right. But no, Dad went up to go visit Mom. I think my brother is supposed to be there today too, finally. Not as in finally. They were supposed to have lunch the other day. My younger son, I'm not sure if he was going to be there today or not. I know he went there yesterday, so I'm happy they went and visited. Either they cut, like, I think I said it before in a previous vid. I can't remember. But, you know, either they cut the messages, or Dad was able to get a hold of them, and they were able to set time, you know, take the time. So I'm really thankful that they went to go spend time with my mom and visit with her. You'll notice that I've, you know, gone back and re-hid a lot of vids. A lot of it is I'm just trying to remove the negative, you know, right now, and in time I may, you know, unhide everything again. We'll see. I'm just trying to move away from that, and I'm really trying to get away from that altogether because all that negativity is not good, and even though I'm still battling the depression and everything, like I'm really battling it. Just I don't need to keep going back and forth. And I'm trying to let go of... I've got to the point where I've let go of people. It's now trying to let go of people's actions and move on. Because I guess it's not so much the actions either. It's just, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's dealing with all the after effects of all this shit, where it's, the living situation, everything. Battling the loneliness, I think, has been the biggest one, because I've been battling this for a long time, and it just feels like it just has gotten worse. So, it is what it is. I'm still trying to push myself to maybe get up and get out more. I did realize that, well, what's great is I not only getting all my bills caught up, and then thankfully I've got I had a little bit of free, what do you call it? Not free money, because it wasn't free. What do you call it? I had a little bit extra and all that in the bank and all that stuff. That this month it got a little easier this month, which is kind of, I'm thankful for. But I got my still have my gym membership going. I just wish I could change the, what do you call it, the home gym thing to up here instead of down there. I guess I could probably do that at the gym. I don't know, but it doesn't matter, because I still have my Planet Fitness membership. I'd go, I don't know, I get uncomfortable a little bit about going into places like that by myself, and kind of like a lot of other places, I just generally try to create my own bubble, but those places, it's kind of awkward. So I just need to, start, especially after once I'm past this bug, I just need to push myself to, if anything, get out there and get up to the gym and just start getting out a little more, and not just going like up to the parks and the trails and stuff and going for walks and stuff. I mean, I can at least get around people or something, but it's been a lot of shit, a lot, especially on my mind, a lot on this family, and there's a lot of things that it's like, I just hope that, I'm really hoping that this family, even when I'm gone, they actually pull it together. Because, this is basically, the sooner I leave, the better for all of them, I guess. But anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you at least appreciated the little bit change of atmosphere in the rambling and all that. Just working towards breaking cycles and getting back to somewhat of myself again, even though I'm not ever going to be the same again after a lot of this shit. It's just, we'll see what happens. I'm still waiting on the home to sell, of course, as normal. I'm still sticking to my plans, cooking and all that, starting a small restaurant thing. I'm still sticking to it. I have a lot of dreams, everything like that. It's just, that's one thing I'm sticking to. I might be one of those that, I'm definitely a dreamer. I'm a daydreamer and a night thinker, that's for sure. It's just there's no jobs for that type of stuff So the next best thing for me is to just keep following what I've been planning to do. It's just all of it is waiting on my home to sell. Because even if it means, and I've considered it, getting a food cart, not a truck but a cart, and then getting an RV thing and then just tow it and just kind of travel about. And then wherever I go, I'd obviously have to make sure I got the permits and stuff for those areas, because I'm not about just parking and doing business and all that. There's laws that I've got to stick with, you know. So long as that they're there, you got to follow them, right? So, yeah. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a good day and be safe out there. It is Sunday, right? So, yeah. Have a good Sunday. Thank you. And later.